Look what we have today. It is the Horse Stable and Riding Academy by Lego Friends. This is set number 42688. Contains 735 pieces. Retails for $89.99. And set was provided by the Lego Group for early review. Thank you, Lego. And yeah, it looks like we're somewhere on a horse ranch with several horses, and we got a barn in the back with lots of accessories and foliage. Does look pretty fun. In addition, we have several named mini dolls and creatures. So we got Chip, Bear, Coco, Thunder, Aliya, Liann, and Cindy. I don't think I've ever seen Cindy before. And yeah, I mean, it looks like we get a lot of accessories and stuff in here. Here's the top of the box, and yeah, it doesn't look too bad. We can get all this stuff too. I'm hoping this stuff is printed, but I obviously doubt it, but we won't know that yet until we open it up. But here's the back, and yeah, this purple here is really not serving this justice. It kind of makes the set look dark and gloomy. But as you can tell, it looks like we have access into the interior, and I guarantee you now, looking at these are stickers. So I have a feeling this is going to be one big giant sticker book. But yeah, it looks like we get a lot of playable models here, and I've never seen a green wheelbarrow, at least like that. But well, now we got one right here in the set. Alright, let's unbox this set and see all those stickers. Lego's been getting either a hit or miss with the stickers, you know. And yeah, kind of packed sloppy there, huh? Alright. Well, let's start diving in. Oh, I thought that was broken. Well, the first thing is we got some loose plates in here. Well, unacceptable for $89.99 to have loose parts floating at the bottom of the box. Yeah, and we got several numbered bags. So how many does it have? We don't know yet. Well, I thought it would be in order. Well, that's the most important one. And oh my goodness, yikes, these sticker sheets are getting bigger and bigger. And see how it's wrinkled up and stuff? Yeah, 9 it is. We haven't even started building yet. And I don't know how easy these are going to be put on, but I can tell you right now, round stickers like this are always tough for me. So I have a feeling the score on this one's going to get dinged today. And which I have to wait for the review for that one. And at least the bags are numbered, which is good. And okay, looks like we got ourselves an accessory pack. I've never seen that before. So looks like we get 6 numbered bags, one that's unnumbered, a sloppily packed box with a sticker sheet, loose plates. It's like this is your typical garden variety friends set here. And we got the 2 building guides. I was hoping this would be modular for a group build, but it doesn't look like it is. Now, does it have a brick separator in it? Some people want to know, so I'm going to check for them. Well, some people want to see if the tool comes with the set. And indeed it does. So, looks like we're going to have a little bit of fun here today. Not too bad at all. Okay, so there's 6 bags in total, about 750 pieces. I think I'm going to break this thing down into 3 installments. So I think we're going to just do the accessories here and bag 1 or bag 2 and part of it. And yeah, the stickers here, this right here was unacceptable. But for the build preview, it looks like we got ourselves a lot of work cut out for us today. At least the bags are numbered. I don't have anywhere to put things at. I'm still trying to go through a backlog of sets. And yeah, it's getting pretty cramped in here. And that's pretty much how it is. It's just life of a Lego builder. Sometimes you just don't have the space for all this stuff. Lego doesn't take a lot of space, it's just these complete models usually do. yeah, so I think that's what we're going to be doing today, is just splitting the build out in that portions, and it doesn't look all that bad. Before we can start, these videos are just for entertainment purposes. They're not to be construed or considered as a professional product review, how-to, or tutorial. These are just my notes for the review. Everything here, including the commentary, is of my own words. LEGO doesn't pay me to say anything, except that this is a paid promotional offer. Just throwing that out there. And in addition, this is not my full-time job. This is not my career. This is just something I do for fun, just to kind of get myself away from computers, technology, social media, all that stuff. So this is more like a hands-on type deal. So that's pretty much what we're going to be doing today. So just sit back and relax and just let me put you to sleep or bore you to death. Depends on how you look at it. All right, well, let's begin with bag one. Let's build it. And so it begins another journey here. Still working on the Pokemon Trio set. I've decided just to get one of these done so I don't get too far behind. So I just kind of mix them in here. I'm not going to open that up unless we need it. And at least we don't, as far as I know of. You know what I forgot to do? Set up the ring light. We'll do that here when I get to that point. So yeah, I'm trying to get a bunch of stuff done here, and you know what? I need to minimize a window here real quick, as I just remembered. Okay, sometimes I forget things, you know, that's just how it is. So far it doesn't look all that bad, doesn't look too intimidating. Oh, wow, look who we have, it's Aliya. So she's ready to go here. Well, let's get this ring light up here real fast. You know, when I do these videos, they're ad lib. I don't have anything scripted, so usually when it comes to stuff like this, I forget to plug things in or hook things up or try to find the wires to everything. There we go. So then we have Coco we have to do. Or she likes horseback riding and looks like doodling and winning awards. So let's start getting this together here. So we're just going to kind of group these together here. And we'll just label this section as Aliya and Coco. And the parts don't seem all that bad so far. That's what those pieces are for. Or you can get the round ones and make them look better, but the only problem is it's kind of high gloss. Well, anyways, let's see if we can find the Aliya's body parts. And yeah, I've been busy doing filming and filming sets and getting things done. And you know, this one here looks fun. I want to do this one here. I got done with that educational set. And surprisingly, those are actually doing very well, I think, because nobody wanted to review them. I think I'm the only one that reviewed them and complained through the whole thing. But I'll never ask for those again. I am going to ask for more botanicals. Seems like people like botanical sets, and those are sometimes a bit of a change. And for someone like myself, it wasn't in botanicals. They kind of grown on me a bit, and that's Aliya. And then we have Coco. Okay. The head moves and all that stuff. So yeah, too bad the legs don't move. So we got a pony. Okay, looks like we're starting maybe part of the stable or something. We don't know what that is yet. I was hoping this one would be a group build. It's not, so yeah, we're just going to have to deal with it. This one's just going to be used to hold up stuff. Oh yeah, by the way, I do talk a lot in my videos, so if you're not used to that, I'm sorry. Actually, I'm not sorry, just I just talk a lot in these. I mean, some are not used to being talked to on these, I don't know. But today we are... I got a couple of tutorials that I'm starting to work the bugs out of right now. Gonna get ready to start building them up. Right now they're just considered rough mocks. And yeah, I notice the sad thing is that my tutorials don't get a lot of views like they used to. People have told me that a few times, and be careful because I may be switching to a printed format, and they most likely will be behind a paywall. So, you know, it's just how I'm doing it. But more people prefer the printed building guides anyways. You know, because you can build at your own pace. You don't have to hear me talk or whatever, you know. I was supposed to sort some parts today, and I thought, well, let me fill up all my memory cards real quick while I have a bunch of cards cleaned out. And that's what I'm going to be doing. Sorry if I sound a little tired. It was a long day at work today, and I had this gear set up. Everything was set up about a few hours ago when I got home early. But right when I was ready to start filming this, everybody started coming home. And I thought, oh, you're kidding me, you know. I thought I wanted to get started on some stuff. Well, I couldn't. I don't know what it is. Every time I set up the camera gear, you know, yeah, there's your brick separator there. Every time I set up the camera gear, it's like, yeah, I got to stop and, you know, do that. So I think we're going to do this in 3 build installments for brevitivity, but I'm timing myself right now. I'm going to try to keep these under an hour. But if I decide to add 3 bags, we'll do it. But 3 bags would be like 3.5 or 350 pieces, and I really don't want to spend that much time on this. Not that it's boring or anything. I don't know, just try to keep the building installments smaller. They're easier to edit instead of editing a 2-hour film, and it takes forever to do. You know, you know, builds like this should not take the length of a movie. You know, and yeah, I did get the Venusaur set. Venusaur done. A couple things I've learned about that set too. It's not meant to be moved around, so I got to find some place to put it. So I'm ready to review it. Probably going to have to revise my score on that set and give it a lower score because it does not. The Venusaur does not attach to the base very well, and if you move it, he'll slide off. So I need to make a note of that. May have to drop the set down to a 7.5. And yes, I will fail expensive sets too. It just sometimes, you know, it just, that's just how it is. Boy, we're just putting a lot of fluff in here at this point. Like literally just little pieces here. Okay, we're getting close here. That takes care of the little roofs. This is just probably going to hold all the tools and stuff. But yeah, I've been trying to get a bunch of stuff done. I got a couple of tutorials. Some of you had suggested ideas, and I'm going to take up on your ideas for some tutorial ideas. So yeah, you're more than welcome to suggest ideas. If you're a paid member or you're watching this free, you can submit anything you want. I mean, I listen to everybody. You know, I don't listen to just paid users. Speaking of that, I had that same thing happen the other day. Somebody would not listen to a suggestion because I wasn't a paid member. You get to that point of, okay, I see where we're going with this. That's how you reel your viewers in. Okay, now it looks like we're building some kind of a tree here. That's what I'm gathering it as. Yeah, so I just been kind of just relaxing, been watching a few movies. No anime or anything like that, just movies, just regular movies. I was watching one that these teenagers were out in a forest. They were being chased by something, or they were out doing, you know, mischief stuff, and next thing you know, they were being stalked by something, and they found themselves in a tree house. So that was kind of a weird movie to watch, but it was something other than the news, which is even better. and now we're doing the trees. I just clipped my nails the other day. No, I can't pick up parts. Oh, and yeah, today is the it's the 29th of April 2026. Yeah, greetings and welcome. We're almost done with April. It's going to get hot soon. Yeah, I was going to get a haircut, and the only day I could plan to get it done was the 5th, which is Cinco de Mayo, but it was also a day that my dad passed away. And I was thinking, oh man, how do I, because I wanted to get it done here. And right when I mentioned it, you knew better than to do it that day, and it's just like, oh my goodness, I didn't know I was going to start a problem. So, yeah, I'm kind of out of it right now. I just thought, okay, fine, I may not even get a haircut ever again, or just learn how to do it myself, or sneak out after work and do it. But during the weekdays, I don't have a lot of time here to really do anything. Boy, this is just, everything's tacked on here. Usually we shove something in there to keep these on here, but not today. Of course, we're not done yet. But yeah, I was just like, my bunch is like, well, you could have planned this some other day. Oh, I'm sorry. So I guess this is supposed to be like some small cherry blossom tree. Okay. Alrighty. But, that's how life is. Well, for me anyways. Every time I plan something, I always have to keep changing the plans. And we got a butterfly that goes here. Not too bad. Imagine making a couple hundred of those. And that just sits in there. No, we're going to add a twig in there. Flower stem, a twig, looks like a twig. Set that in there. Okay. Because you want that to stay in there pretty good. And we're still not done yet. Oh, okay. So these are like tulips, but they're green. I can't pick them up because my nails have been butchered off. At least I can cut my own fingernails and toenails without somebody getting their panties in a knot over it. But no, my bunch says grow your nails out. I would just happily tell them no. Sorry, but no, that's not going to happen. Boy, I can't pick anything up today. It's like Butterfingers today. We'll get this tree done here before you know it. And there we go so far. That takes care of the tree, I think. Okay, let's move on to accessories, it looks like. I had to clear my throat, too. That was not fun. Yeah, I'm just kind of pooped of doing reviews. I'm basically building somebody else's ideas, and I've been rejecting sets because I want to get to my own stuff. There are certain themes that I won't reject. And does that even not fit in there? Do I have to wait? I hate when you make a mistake. You're trying... Okay, if you're trying to pull off your accessories, this whole thing's going to disintegrate. So I'm going to give this thing down an 8.5. I'm trying to move this stupid broom out of here, and the whole thing disintegrates. And of course, it is Friends quality, so it's going to be expected. Just trying to get this bin in here so I can lock it in. And that's what I want to do. The only thing that was kept hitting up against this. Yeah. Alright, so we got the saddle that goes here. And then we got the horse harness. That just hangs. I like it when we have hooks here where we can hang things. It just looks better. Oh, there's another one on the other side. Is this a boys and girls section, or is it just or is this co-ed? It should be. But there's no girl, it's all girls in here, no boys. You know, Lego boys put this stuff together too, you know, including me. Okay, now we're putting the hurdles for the horses. Well, a hurdle. And on the box I thought these were black, but no, these are dark blue. That's even better. And another part that I got tons of are these big round plates. I mean, it depends on what you use them for. They're good for terrain and stuff, or stuff like this. You know, use it for a puddle. I think that's what it is, because this will give a big hint here. Yeah, I was online today looking at places to go for a camping trip, and we found a lodge instead, so I'm kind of torn. Do we want to go camping, or do we want to stay in a lodge? Right now the rooms are like $89 a night. It's a ski lodge, but they open up during the summertime for hikers and stuff. And this place is not really known for summer activities. It's just basically for lounging around. So I mentioned it to my girl. I was like, oh, this wouldn't be too bad. But she wants the camping stuff. So I got to make 2 of these here. So we're going to look around and see, but we have an option now. It's right where we're going to be camping it anyways. So it's going to be it's a possibility. What will we be doing to go camping? And then yeah. My stomach's growling, and yet I've had a little light lunch. I got some leftovers from the other night. We had barbecue chicken, so I'm going to preheat that up for leftovers. Haste makes waste, so we got to have leftovers. All right. The voice is trying to crack again. Oh no. But these go on here like this. I thought these would be removable, but I guess not. You know, if you have enough of those, they'll make good fencing for a horse corral or something. And then we have these that go here. And then now we're going to put some flags on here. It might be easier to put the flags on here first and then snap them. These flags have been around since I was a kid, and they're still here too, which is cool. Yeah, not too bad, and that's it. And this is what we have remaining here for bag 1. And so far, this is what we've done. I mean, it's not too bad. It's nice little accessory pieces. This could work good. You just drop this in your city. Yeah, not too bad at all. Okay, now we're going to move on to bag 2, and I think I'm going to split this thing up into just 3 installments, just for brevity. So I want to thank everyone on my main channel and Patreon for being contributors. It's always a big help because the funding's going to go for building more awesome stuff. And I've never thought I'd ever see regular, what is that, light nougat tiles. Not too bad. And I want to thank everyone for checking out my my Rebrickable profile, downloading my building guides, because that's just preserving my work even further. You never know, there may be that day. And most importantly, if you like this style of content or just don't you want to be able to fall asleep through a set build. Here you go. And yeah, and I forgot to mention that you take this off, the head moves up and down, you put the thing on, all that stuff. Well, we're not doing that on there. I was really hesitant if I wanted to film today or not, but I'm doing it today. So now it looks like we're starting the stable itself. You're going to need all your plates now for this. I'm not going to be able to do this in one sitting, though. No way. Because we got stickers, we got small pieces. It's easier just to digest smaller bags than trying to do that. I'm almost done, though, with putting my big light, or my outdoor lights outside. I'm still working on getting them under the eaves, though. I'm almost there. It's just a lot of time right now. You know, if I need flush tone, this is about as close as I have. So, you know what I will be hoarding. I have a friend of mine that does mosaics, and I know she would probably be happy to get this color in her palette, so she can, you know, build her mosaics and stuff. She's getting into more of the color stuff, so it's even better. All right. Yeah, so we're just doing the famous, let's just tack a base together. I do miss the older sets where they had the base plates. We don't have that anymore, but we can reminisce on it, right? All right. Yeah, so a lot of this is just tiling today, it looks like, because we're going to have to tile this whole thing in. I have a feeling that there's a bunch of tiles. So yeah, I just got to get these with the 1x1s, and you know, they also work good for linoleum tiles for your vintage houses. Or light terracotta. Yep, we got a lot of we're rolling in hot today with sets. I got a clump of sets coming in. This offer I was not going to pass up on. Maybe that's the vent, the drain there to suck the water down, the dirty horse water. So to get these new sets, though, what I'll do is I don't know if they're going to be considered on-time reviews. Are they going to be early or late? I can't remember. There were some sets I was supposed to review or talk about, but they were late, and I did not want to mess with it. You know, I'm kind of cracking down on Lego here about this late stuff. You know, this is just a hobby of mine. But I mean, being late is late. Okay, at least we got the floor put in. Alright, step 7. Oh, we're getting there. And no, I didn't forget that one. That's how the book is. Yeah, I get off here. I got to make an appointment for get my mop chopped off. I'm just going to have to figure out what everybody wants to do before I even tackle that. Alright. Okay, obviously we're going to get sliding doors for the barn. So it's obviously going to be more to this than this right here. Now there is. We got to slide these underneath now. You know, these type of sets are fun. Why don't I like the educational sets? They were just boring. You can see we got a variety of colors here. These are not your typical friend set with just tons of pastels. We are just messing with pretty much any color we can here. Hey, that's fine by me. Look, we even get tops of buns for sandwiches. Cool. Maybe that's for the horse. We don't know. But I always like doing the friend sets because these are just fun to do. Especially you get the characters in here. They find themselves in a whole bunch of mischief. Alright, so it looks like we're... You know, why don't I just finish up the Pokemon sets first, because that would be another week or two, and I want to kind of keep content flowing on the main, at least one video review a week. And then we'll just keep the builds. I'm hoping to schedule these builds here Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and release the review on Wednesday on the main. So that's my goal. So I already have Thursday, Friday done, and then Saturday and Sunday, it's or no, I have Thursday, Friday, yeah, Saturday and Sunday I've just filmed, which is the rest of the Venusaur. So then after that, I just got to make plans to, you know, get things going there and get those released. I gotta process those and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just to get them out of the way. These in dark blue would always be handy to have. Also with these type of videos too, I can at least show you what parts are in sets. You know, what to expect with the build. Some people are just curious how things go together, you know. That's why I like doing these videos. I like doing this stuff, you know, because some people want to know where the notes are coming from for the review. Like, what did you derive from this? Well, I can not. I don't have to tell you. I can show you. Like right now, the build on this it's entertaining. It's keeping my interest, which is really good. Oh, so we're using these like cobblestones, something you'd see like in Europe or something. The cobblestone pathways, like in the UK. So yeah. I may have to be inclined to hoard up a few of these and make a rock path. Not too bad at all. And just mix some of the other stones up to it too. I did use this idea, something similar to this, for a future project a long time ago. You will see it at the end of the year. If you're on my memberships, obviously you've seen it by now. Oh yeah, by the way, I want to mention this. If you're a young one out there, before you even sign up to any of my stuff, ask your parents' permission. I got chewed out over something. I don't ever tell people to do things that they should do. All I say is join our Patreon or whatever. You don't have to. It's not required. And right now, except for build installments for certain builds, it's just for early releases. So everything like tutorials and stuff are going to be preserved. Okay, got some flower pots there, not too bad. Not too bad at all. Hey, at least we're building something with the house. What did I put that white one there? That is not supposed to be there, Jay. Don't do that. So we're using this for siding, which is cool. Sometimes we use the brick, but today we're using it for siding. I've been getting requests to make stuff like barns and stuff, but I don't have the parts to make a barn. I do have pieces to make a barn, but it won't crumble apart. Yeah, maybe not so much. Yeah, so it looks like we are getting there here. You know, I could just sneak another bag in here. We haven't hit the stickers yet. So far I've already filmed like probably about 35 minutes. So yeah, I think keeping these at a manageable level is fine. So total right now we've been here for about 45 minutes. And I think it would do you more justice if I don't make these grotesquely 2-hour-long sessions, although I should. But just for my sanity, I don't want to do that. But we're getting to the point now where we're almost done with this bag. When you're doing bigger pieces, it goes a lot faster just because we're not trying to fumble over making small items. Make sure your single groove is facing outwards. No brick patterns. These are supposed to be like timber or boards. Yeah, not too bad though, not too bad, not too bad. Get in there. And we're still going up a level here. Yeah, 1x16s. If you're like building structures, skyscrapers, those are your best friends. Save them. Even if they're Technic beams, save them. And that's it, but we have an extra flower pot here. And this is a pretty big piece. I don't really know Lego would ever give us extra ones, but we have that. Well, let's take a look. Let's go back here further. We got, oh, I was being silly. You know what? I forgot to put that on there. Yeah, watch the video all the way through because I will make mistakes. Okay, that fixes the problem. Some are probably like, Jay, you're probably screaming at your monitors like, Jay, you forgot that part. Yeah, I did. And this is what we have remaining here for bag 2. Okay, Summation of Thoughts while I'm setting this up. I had a bookmark. Where did it go? And yeah, so far the build is keeping my interest. It's like your typical friend set. I mean, it's nothing special, but it's something that we can do here. And yeah, I think the smaller sessions will be a lot more benefit than trying to do the big stuff here. But I think whoever's going to get this set, you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Let me pick all this stuff up off the workbench here. I'm going to get ready for a photo shoot. And, dead horse. I think, what is it? If a horse falls down, they're pretty much doomed. And yeah, so Aliya's got a long ways to go there. And so far it's bags 1 and 2, but you can see we're going to have a lot of air in this build. This piece is pretty cool. This is pretty cool. But this thing here, I think we're going to have to finish off in order to make that a full set. But honestly, though, for what we're getting here for $90, I'm not seeing it yet. It just feels like your cookie cutter Lego Friends set. I think it's a little more pricier. I will check the price to doubly make sure. But yeah, tell me what you think so far.